Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Please follow the prompter below, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and come join the family known as Stock Up U, all right? Hey, I'm going to play a video right out of the gate, and I need you guys to listen, those of you that haven't heard it yet, right? Because this is what's going on starting as early as tomorrow.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, April 2nd, 2025, will go down as one of the most important days in modern American history. Our country has been one of the most open economies in the world, and we have the consumer base hands down, the best consumer base. But too many foreign countries have their markets closed to our exports. This is fundamentally unfair. The lack of reciprocity contributes to our large and persistent annual trade deficit that's gutted our industries and hollowed out key workforces. But those days of America, beginning tomorrow, being ripped off are over. American workers and businesses will be put first under President Trump, just as he promised on the campaign trail. The president's historic action tomorrow will improve American competitiveness in every area of industry, reduce our massive trade deficits, and ultimately protect our economic and national security. President Trump's economic vision is rooted in common sense. America will offer companies the lowest taxes, energy costs, regulations if they make their products right here in the United States and hire American workers for the job. It's simple. If you make your product in America, you will pay no tariffs.
Well, it's not that simple, good people. As simple as she makes it sound, it's not that simple, all right? So, for instance, the auto industry, okay? I understand it. Now, this is not me disagreeing with America having the short end of the stick, but it's not that simple. If you have manufacturing and your manufacturing is set up in other countries, it's going to take years for some of these companies to bring their manufacturing offshore, bring it back here to the U.S., okay? They have giga plants built abroad, and it's going to take time. And just like many of you, and especially if you have a small corporation or company, that a big part of your sales is because of your exports or imports, or your you getting raw materials from another country, this is difficult for you. Myself, I was ordering some HVAC system, and we had to get it, before tomorrow. All right. I have another project where I had to order some concrete, and they were, all of the suppliers were like, okay, let's get this ordered because our cost is going up. Okay. And so this is what we're confronted with during these tariffs. Now, it's going to hurt, good people. It's going to hurt a lot of people. The question is, does the president really care about the stock market, or just straightening this out, according to him, making the playing field even, okay? And so what is the president's end goal, and does he care about the stock market? Those are the questions that's going to affect us. Now, on a day like today, I'll get back to that. The S&P 500, as you guys could see, creeped up a little bit. We'll give that to the bulls, okay? But the Qs, the QQQ, the NASDAQ, it came back strong today. 150 points. That's not too shabby. But there was a fight getting there. Look at the roller coaster of a day we had. It jumped up, spiked down, and went back up. And these are huge moves. Look at that. That's like, you look at that. And then it came down. Look at that. 150 points. Then from the bottom, it went up. Look at that. Another 328 points, almost 2%. And then from there, for those of you that were doing options on the Qs, it was a roller coaster. 200 points back down, and then ended the day 150 points up. And in my money moves, where we do a lot of teaching, that's going to be the second link below. I warned that this was going to happen, and I warned in the pre-markets. So this was a fight. You remember, I always talk about the pursuit of happiness. Man, it was a fight. And so I'm looking at the cues because it's tech heavy, and we see what's happening with the cues as it pertains to the 200-day. I've been going over that. You can check out all of the other videos that I did before this. See how I jack up the King's English? Listen, I found a video from 2 years ago from Karen Feinerman. Karen Feinerman. Now, she's a CNBC correspondent. She's on Fast Money. And yes, a lot of you have been saying, Larry, is that you on that Fast Money commercial? Yes, it is me. I was there in New York, and I spoke with her because I respect her. I respect the way she trades. I actually like the way she invests, should I say. Now, I want you guys to listen to what she says, and we'll comment on the end of it.
One thing I look for is when stocks start trading down integers at a time. That's interesting to me because I know there's something else going on. It's not about valuation, it's about panic and psychology. And if I can be on the other side of panic, I can do that. I'll be happy to do that, even though, I'll probably get a little bloodied in the interim.
Yeah. And
so guys, this here, I want you guys to see that. That's on Micah Stocks, and this is Karen Feinerman. This is on his channel, so I want to give honor to whose honor is due. And I like that because that's the way I invest. Like she said, yeah, I may buy and there'll be a little blood because I bought in a little too early. But buying in the right time frame is something that I do. None of us know what the future is going to hold, even as early as tomorrow. Now, the president is going to be, I guess, on the White House lawn. He's going to have let's just say at the White House, and he's going to have a press conference at market close. It will start late because this White House starts everything late, and it will be at market close. So we won't be able to make any moves until the next day. All right. So that's what I wanted to talk with you guys about the stock market. Now, I'm going to just briefly go over something that happened in crypto, and then we are going to further discuss this stock market.
All right, sticking with the topic of Bitcoin mining for our main story. The Trump family is expanding its portfolio of crypto businesses. We told you yesterday that President Trump's eldest sons are investing in a new Bitcoin mining company, which is controlled by crypto infrastructure firm Hut 8. I spoke with the CEO of Hut 8 and Eric Trump this afternoon to find out more about this partnership.
So they talk, you can watch that, and let's see what Hut 8 is doing today. Of course, Hut 8 is up by 14% and almost a full percent in the aftermarkets based on this news. Of course, those of us that's been in these miners, we know that Hut 8 was one of the miners that we've made a lot of money off of a year ago and 2 years ago. We made a lot of money off of these. I'm not in any Bitcoin mining companies right now, not in this market. But what I am in is Bitcoin itself, right? And so Bitcoin, guys, it's just doing well. In the last 24 hours, we're up 3%. So Bitcoin is holding strong. We got XRP trying to fight back, but XRP has been underperforming, okay? Have mercy on me, XRP Army. I'm just talking about in the last few days, okay? Just cool off. I didn't say sell your XRP. For those of you that don't know, you cannot say anything negative about XRP because it is the darling this year. It's not going to $100, all right? But let's get back to it. And I still have some XRP. All right, so Bitcoin is doing well, good people, as we can see. And even with the fear and greed going more towards fear and then extreme fear, it is doing well. All right. So those are the things I wanted to talk to, because, if you say anything about anything negative about the darling XRP, then you're wrong. So we could see that people are still putting money into Bitcoin. You could see that the first family is deep rooted into it. We also know that a lot of the president's cabinet including a new SEC chair who has over $6 million worth of crypto. I don't know what in particular, but they're heavily loaded and pro Bitcoin. I think crypto will be fine if these tariffs don't weigh down too heavy. The reason why I made this video today is that to let you know that tomorrow is the day and you need to have a clear head. I love what Karen Feinerman said, and that is that I have to protect my money from me. And so what I've been doing is I've been buying the ETFs, okay? And I know some of you have SCHD. And that's cool. It's a good dividend. And some people say, hey, should I buy that? Or should I buy VUG? And you know what? There's nothing wrong with buying them both. I own them both, actually, okay? And so, you know, you just go out 5 years and you will see why I hold them both. And now's the time for you to look at your long-term position. Now, even the Mag 7, the PEs have been getting spanked and the prices have been coming down. And the one thing I will tell you about this market and this tariff war is that it was actually, the correction was needed because the market was inflated and it was too expensive, all right? And so now we have earnings coming, and that will be, I believe, when the earnings come out, if earnings are good, I believe that everything will be priced in. And everything at some point will get priced in. The question is it priced in now? If there's no surprises tomorrow, I believe that for the most part, things are priced in. But if the president comes out and say, this country, we're going to do 50%, and this country, then the market could see another downward push like we did in 2022. Just when you thought it was over, here it comes again, more downward pressure. So if you're picking stock and you do any purchases tomorrow, you better look at, is that company making money? Do they have earnings? Just look at the PE price to earnings and just look at the overall market that is in, the overall sector that is in. Is it at the top, right? Do they have earnings? Do they have forward earnings? You got to look at those type of things in an environment like this. And we can't just buy stuff just because, you know, it's the hot stock. Even Palantir, and I have Palantir, and I still think Palantir is a buy at, under 80. And it's holding strong, but it better be making some money is what I'm saying. And so that's why I wanted to make this video. You got all day tomorrow to look at each individual stock. Now, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm not licensed to do that. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But now is the time to be balancing yourself because no one knows how long this is going to go. Just think about it. You have a car. You're a car company. You send all of the parts out to other countries to be manufactured and then have that car shipped back. And sometimes it's shipped back in pieces and then the final put together is here. It's just complicated. It's very complicated. You have a beer company like I saw on the news today. So they are ordering their cases and their coasters. They're all being shipped from other countries. Now what? So they have to order in big bulks right now and just store it. And that's a cost to storage all of this inventory. That's an extra cost. And at the end of the day, you and I are going to pay it. So let's pay close attention to what comes out of the White House tomorrow. And let's see what is happening. Have these other countries been talking? Why wouldn't they? Why isn't anybody talking about that? Why wouldn't they all get together and say, you know what? If we all get together and stick it back to the U.S., then maybe they will, try to bargain a little more. We don't know. So these are the times. These are tough times. But what I will tell you is this. This is not the first time the market has gotten hit and it won't be the last. But at some point, you just have to buy. I'm just going to leave it right there, good people. But if you want to know how to wisely buy, then make sure you check out Stock Up You below. We teach you stocks. We teach you all of the basics. My theory is talk to me like I'm 3. So Stock Up You as the sponsor of this video. That's for stocks and for crypto. We have a array of people that are teaching in this class. All right. I'm going to leave it right there, good people. We will see you tomorrow, and I will be all eyes and all ears on what's coming out of the White House, because it's going to affect our money. Get out of the politics. And if I were you, I'd be listening to anything news. I listen to CNBC every day. CNBC, Fox Business, Yahoo Finance. That's what all of my channels are turned to. Okay. How about you? All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.